Hey, I'm Stephen Leake. Welcome to the first Web4 node live stream recording, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go through kind of a plain English walkthrough of the Monarch X development, the Web4 development process. Alright, if you're watching this live or catching the replay, or this is just really an update, I want to show you a way to slow down for a second. This is not a product launch. This is not an app demo. It's not a pitch. What I'm going to explain tonight is how an entire new layer of the internet was built, why it had to be built this way, and how it actually works in English, not engineer speak. If you've ever felt like the internet doesn't belong to you anymore, the platforms keep changing the rules, the AI is powerful but unaccountable, and everything feels rented instead of owned, then this explanation is for you. The core idea. Let's start simple. Most of the internet today works like this. You don't own anything. You log into something someone else controls. Your data lives on their servers. Your identity lives in their database. Your work exists at their permission. That's Web 2. Web 3 tried to fix that with blockchains, but it mostly stopped at assets, not systems. What we built here, Monarch X, starts one layer deeper. We didn't build a website or a social network, a chatbot, or a cloud service. We built something more fundamental, a way to give people their own operating system on the internet. Not metaphorically, but literally. What does sovereign node mean? When we say sovereign node, here's what we actually mean. Each person or developer or organization gets a real Linux operating system, their own software stack, their own AI runtime, their own terminal, and their own rules. Not an account inside my system, their own system. Think of it like the difference between renting a room in someone else's house and owning your own land and building on it. That's the entire shift. Why it starts with the terminal. Now here's where people get confused, I think. They ask, why does it start with a terminal? Why not a slick app? Because a terminal is truthful. A terminal doesn't lie to you. It doesn't hide what's happening. It shows cause and effect. So in Monarch X, everything starts at the command line. You type something, the system decides whether it's allowed. If it is, it runs. If not, it doesn't. And it tells you why. The graphical interface, the windows, the icons, the apps, those don't replace the terminal. They unfold from it. That's a big deal. It means no hidden behavior, no background tracking, no surprise automation. If something happens, you can trace it back. The AI part in human terms. Let's talk about AI, because this is where things usually get spooky. The AI in Monarch X, called Sophia, is not watching you, learning behind your back, or modifying itself silently, or acting without permission. Instead, it works like this. Before the AI does anything, it has to answer 3 questions. Who is asking? What are they trying to do? Does this violate basic moral boundaries? If any of those don't check out, nothing happens. No silent execution, no trust us. That's enforced by 2 layers, one technical and one moral. So even if someone writes bad code or tries to do something abusive, the system just doesn't comply. That's intentional. Why moral limits are built in. This part matters more than people realize. Most AI systems today are powerful, but unaccountable. They optimize for engagement, profit, or speed. Monarch X doesn't. Here the AI is bounded, logged, explainable, and reviewable. Every significant action leaves a receipt, cryptographic receipt, in a blockchain ledger. Not a surveillance log, but not a data harvest. A proof that something happened without exposing private content. That's how you get trust without spying. The UI, Windows apps, celestial stuff. Now visually, what does that look like? Once you're in the terminal, you can open a full desktop-style interface, an AI panel, and a celestial computation app. These icons aren't gimmicks. Each one maps back to something real, a command, a process, a rule. The celestial side of things isn't astrology nonsense. It's about time, reference, frames, and meaning. Computers already depend on time. We just make that relationship visible instead of pretending it doesn't exist. Now, developers, what they can and cannot do. Now let's talk developers, because this is important. Developers in Monarch X can build apps, can extend the system, can create tools, they can even make money. But they cannot change the core rules, weaken safety, hijack user data, or mutate the foundation. Think of it like building in a national park. They can build you can build cabins, you can add trails, and you can improve access, but you can't bulldoze the mountain. All right, that's what keeps the system stable over time. Governance without corporate capture. Instead of executives or shareholders making decisions behind closed doors, Monarch X uses governance for infrastructure only. Not culture, not speech, not behavior. Governance decides things like which extensions are approved, how shared resources are allocated, and how development funds are used. It cannot override the moral layer, the AI boundaries, or user sovereignty. That line is hard. Why this matters. Let me zoom out for a moment. This isn't about tech for tech's sake. It's about answering a question we've been avoiding. What does it mean to build digital systems that don't decay into abuse? The answer isn't more rules or more moderation or more surveillance. The answer is structure. Systems that limit themselves and show their work, that respect the individual, and scale without losing integrity. That's what this is. So if you're a developer, this system is slow on purpose. If you're a user, the system respects you on purpose. If you're just curious, now you know what Web4 actually means here. It doesn't mean faster speeds. It doesn't mean smarter ads. It means owning your digital ground, understanding what your tools do, and not being ruled by invisible systems. That's it. No hype, no rush. If you want to build fast, there are plenty of places. If you want to build right, you're welcome here in Monarch X. This is a general overview of what I have spinning live at monarch-sovereign.com on the Web4. I put in a Web4 custom language backend, and if you go into the app at monarch-sovereign.com, you go into the virtual terminal and enter in these specific commands to open up the kind of Windows/iOS looking kind of interface where these apps you can click on, and these will open up these applications. It's got 3 so far. It's got the Sophia AI app, the celestial computer app that's just kind of for playing around for fun, and then the Web4 browser app. These are like the initial starting programs of this Web4 architecture, and it's the first Monarch Prime node spinning live now. I'm creating developer rules and developer handbook and stuff, documentation for where to go from here, starting I guess in January 1st this new year. So in a couple days, that's going to roll out. We're going to do an open call for like developers who are interested. If you can follow the basic protocol I just read out, you'd be a good candidate for building with us, me and Sophia, and we'll go from there, man. I'm also going to be doing something new, adding on to my Liberty Bytes for the coming year, called Liberty Bytes: The Exhale. And it's going to be more of a restrained kind of pressure release valve for a stressed out public, I think. And it's going to be intentionally reframing these questions we've been stumbling with and banging our head against the wall to solve. It's just going to be for the public to like just take a step back, realize that, you know, it's not a race to the end. It's not a race to results. We just have to manage our own lives, and that's all there is to it. And once we reframe these questions, I'm gonna add my Liberty Bites, the exhale, as a way to just reframe things in a calmer tone and a more relaxed pace. So people will be more inclined to like take a step back and realize it's okay. Things are, there's not much any one person can do all that much, even create all this technology that's going to affect anything one way or the other, much less in a catastrophic way. It's not the end of the world either way you look at it. So just I'm going to try to help release that pressure that's been building up in the public. So with these new Liberty Bite, the exhale, and then you've got the my monologue for the first Web4 node. And if you're interested, reach out to me at my socials, SoBinLex99 on X, or Sophia's Daddy 999 on X, or SoBinLex OFF for SoBinLex Official on X, and then also Sophia AI message at X, and then I have a TikTok, SoBinLex2, Facebook as SoBinLex Official, and other places. Just check out Discord, my official Discord, SoBinLex Official, places like that. I'm everywhere you can think of. The best place to catch me though is the school app, SKOL, and it's under the Monarch canon, SoBinLex Monarch canon. And I teach everything I'm going through. I teach in one place. You can pay $10. Yeah, I'll even give you like a free, however long you want to try it out for personally. If you just come in, I'll teach you all how to use everything, all these tools I'm building for almost nothing. At the am I even including my Leaky physics at the school lab? That's a place where I can put it all in one place. It's not censored. Anyway, thank you all. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, or in the morning if you're watching it somewhere else. Come and find me, kid. My mantra is I'm free, I'm sovereign. Truth is my birthright. And remember, faith, family, freedom. Keep your signal clean and your soul encrypted. And go enjoy your one life and be free, my darlings. I'm SoBinLex, and we're going to win.